Welcome to Masculine Scrapping. I know it has been a while since I've created a spread or a video. There has been a lot of loss in our family this year, including having to say goodbye to our dog of 15 years, Spike, who was a golden retriever. I actually bought this album when he was a puppy, and the plan was to just collect pictures and things from his life, and when the end came that I would put that together. And so that's what you're going to see over the next couple of days. His name officially was Spike Tronus Blair of Demery. Spike Tronus came from that we were enjoying Harry Potter. We wanted to name the dog Spike, so his nickname is Spike, but Spike Tronus from the Patronus charm. Blair is my son's middle name, and Demery is my middle name. And so as you'll see a little bit later in one of the videos, his parents had all these fancy names, and so we thought he needed a fancy name, but we knew him by Spike. So I'll be putting this album together over the next few days. But today what we're going to work on is the opening title page. Now normally I leave these pages right till the end, but I wanted to start with this one. Found these incredible SVG cutouts of golden retrievers. I've already cut this one out, put it together. I used my Cricut Design Studio to design this whole piece together and cut it out, but I have put most of it together just to help save some time. But I decided I would do the opening page first. Just really enjoyed seeing this SVG. Again, I found it on Etsy, and probably on my website. I'll try and put a link to it in case you're interested. It was on sale, and I felt like it was worth doing. A very complicated one, 4 layers. Took a long time to put together, but in my opinion, it's certainly well worth it. So I need to make sure I get this on here nice and straight. There we go. I'll just press it down. Torn borders. This is just leftover from the cutout, and I'll be putting that together. And then also I am going to use my sewing machine and sew a pattern in here with thread, but I will do that at the end when it is all said and done. So the video will probably cut out for a bit so I can get my sewing machine set up so that you can see how I do that. Now my mother quilts, and I am not allowed to use her sewing machines for paper piecing, just because it will damage the needles, and I do go through quite a few needles in that way. I have my own sewing machine, bought it at Walmart, a fairly cheap one. It does have a few cool stitches in it, and you'll get to see that, and I have done some of that before. So let me set up the sewing machine, and I will be back in a little bit. Okay, we are now back with the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew a line right down here of a pattern, and I'm going to try and set this here. Just make sure that you can see what I'm doing. There we go. This sewing machine has a nice feature where you just press some buttons and it kind of puts everything together. I'm not sure what pattern I want to use yet, so I know I want to use something that's fairly simple, but also fits with a dog pattern. So I think I'm going to do some leaves. It'll look like a vine, and we'll do our best and see how this goes. Just I've got a start-stop button, and so we'll start it. And I am going to have to kind of help feed this, slow it down a bit. So it's basically stitching in some leaves to make it look a little bit like a vine. It's not hard but you do have to keep paying attention to where the paper is. Probably in the way so you can't see what's happening. Getting near the end. I'm going to get ready to hit my stop button here in a second. I just got to see how far I think it will go. I went a little too far, so I'm going to take it back a little bit, put it back down, and I'm just going to hit the tie it off piece. There we go. Take some scissors, get that off. Okay, so I will show you the final piece here. Let's see if I can get this in. So there we go. You can see it, and of course here's the stitching. I'll just use some tape, and I will tape the thread behind. So there you go. In loving memory of Spiketronus Blair of Demery. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see your projects about your pets. Take care. Looking forward to showing you the rest of the pages of this album over the next few days.